Hi guys, welcome to the Blender for game devs. In bottom right you will see this mouse, and here you see when I press some key, so you can follow along. So let's get going. In this video I will show you basics about sculpting, how you approach sculpting, what's the problems about sculpting, and how you can implement it for models in your game. Let me first show you the most important thing about sculpting and what I did not get when I started doing 3D and Blender. First I will delete this and I will hit Shift A and add new cube. Now when I go in edit mode, you see our cube have just couple of faces and couple of vertices. So first we need to subdivide it, because in sculpting you need a lot vertices. So I will go here in modifier side, modifier, I will generate subdivision surface. Here I will increase it, going simple, increase it in like 5, and I will apply it. Now when I go in edit mode, we can see that our cube have a lot of faces. So we are ready for sculpting. I will move this 3D cursor, go in object mode, and I will switch on sculpting tab. Now, what's the real trick about sculpting? I here go in edit mode, you see the size of our faces. And now, when I go in object mode, press R, you will see this size of mesh. When you move your mouse, you can make your faces smaller. I will go like here, and I will go in remesh and remesh it. And now we can see that our faces are much smaller. And now what's the real trick? Nobody can teach you about art of sculpting, that you alone need to learn about months or years. But basically, you want to decrease the strength of your brushes and work with low strength and work like slowly. When you have some brush selected, when you hit F and you move your mouse, you can make your brush bigger or smaller. What's the real trick? Why I did not get it? I will just inflate like this cube, like here. And I will go maybe here and just move it. And when you hold shift, you then smooth surface. But what's the point in the sculpting, the main point? So you see when I pull this shape up from cube, when I go in edit mode, you see mesh here is dense, but here it's not, because you stretch it. To be able to continue working on this shape what you want, you see, you need to remesh it every time. So when you press R, you will see this grid. So when you set it on some like 0.02, now you need to remesh it every time when you pull something that do not have a density. You need to remesh this part of mesh, because it have the size that we set it. It will stay the same. Blender will only remesh this part. So now you want to remesh it, you see. And now here you have also dense mesh. So every time when you pull something up, now you need to smooth it, Every time when you are working, when you pull something, and when you see that that part of mesh is not dense, then it's very hard to work, You see now it's not here, it's dense too much. I'll pull it more. You see. Now you need to remesh it. Blender will only remesh this part, because here we already have that density. And this is the only trick about sculpting, So you sculpt something, and when it becomes low poly, you remesh, then you smooth it. This thing that I did not understand when I was starting. And when we are talking about art of sculpting, I think nobody can teach you that, because you need to try every single bus, try everything alone, and you need time to develop your own style and to get to know how sculpting is done. Also, one important thing that you need to know in Blender. Here you have your brushes, but you can make your own brushes, your own folders in Blender. You can make your own icons for brushes. And you have a lot of videos on YouTube how you can make that. You can download other brushes and add it to Blender. So this is like 4 brushes that I made. And this is icons that I made. You just add it to some folder in Blender. You can find it on YouTube how you can do it. So that's the most important thing about sculpting. That is technical stuff. Now I will teach you how sculpting is useful in assets for game devs or models. I will tell you about 2 things. I don't know what game art your game is following. You probably watch some people sculpt some 3D object and then use it in their games. You can make it very detailed object, but how that is done? So for game models, you have 2 options. You can sculpt it beforehand, make it like high poly with high numbers of triangles, like millions or 100,000, and then you can add modifier decimate it, here decimate and triangulate. And then from high poly you can go to low poly, or you can make like this low poly and then add like subdivision surface, go like 3 times, follow this, like it have like 65,000. I will apply it just to see. And then from low poly, you see a low poly, then you can go in sculpting and sculpt your high poly. I will not go in details, this is just first-hand information that you need to know, and then later you can explore more about how this is done. So when you're making a high poly, then you sculpt on it. Then you sculpt on it. I don't know, I don't have time for this, or otherwise this video will last for hours. You can do sculpting for days. But when you make some details like this, then you have your low poly. I don't have it, I destroyed it. Then you have low poly, and now you see you need to remesh because of sculpting. This is in sculpting low poly, you need to remesh it again. When you have like this high poly, then you export high poly and low poly to Substance Painter and you bake normal maps. That is fake details on it. You have a lot of videos on YouTube about this. And basically when you have this is low poly model. When you have low poly model, add modifier subdivision surface. You want to go with this, it's simple. And then apply it so your edges can stay, you see. And then you sculpt it. And then you move your low poly to your hard poly, like this. And then you sculpt it and then you export it in Substance Painter. And then you bake it. But what's the point of this whole thing? You need to think about yourself. If you are a solo developer like me, first, you do not want to spend like months, days on one model. You will not progress in your game. You know, maybe it's better to make like these low poly models and like placeholder, and when you finish your game, then when you are in polish stage, then you can spend a lot of time on one model and sculpt it and then bake it, you know. Or maybe you have some other person when you are developing your game, you are programming, some other person is doing like easy, like slowly 3D art and sculpting and polishing things. You cannot work on game and spend like days on just one model. It will take you 20 years to make game, you know. Next thing where sculpting is very useful for game is to make textures or trim sheets for your game. What are they? So I have 2 planes. These 2 planes are 2 by 2 meters. On this plane I have one material, and that material have just this normal map. So you can make these normal maps and like whole textures. This is some textures that I downloaded, so you can make everything. This seamless texture, you can make it and use it for your wall in games. So you do not need software for making textures this seamless. You can like make it these stones and sculpt it and then bake it on plane and make like maps, normal maps, color maps and everything. And you bake it with awesome pattern. I will show you fast how you can do that. The third way is trim sheets. You have a lot of videos about trim sheets, and trim sheets you make in the same way. Or you sculpt directly on the plane, or you bake some other object on top of your plane, and that's how you get normal maps and everything. Also, other thing that you make that you are making this way are like plants or your grass or part of your trees, the same way like this. So this is some my old grass, and you see you make like plane, on that plane you make your low poly grass, and you bake it in Substance Painter. This is like plane 2 on 2, like this. And basically you see, this is my grass baked on the plane, and then you just cut it in this shape, and then you get like this grass. That is the same process how you can make plants. And when you make it, then you see, I will go in this grass, you see, wrong button. You see, this is like alpha. We have color and everything. We have normal maps and everything. And this is like cut, and now you can bend it, move it, duplicate it. So you get the point. I will just show you fast how you can do that. Basically it's the same thing. And then you make something like this. You can make a lot of things like this. So this is just these two plants duplicated and bent. Let me show you just quickly process. I will just show you quickly because I do not have time. Because this can be a series for itself. So when you have this plane, I will just add something like cube, scale it, move it here. I will add no circle. I will add a sphere, scale it, move it like here. You now need to make like bricks here or rocks. Sorry, I'm working in dark, I don't see my keyboard. Now you make like these bricks, and then you go in sculpting. You do not want to touch this plane, where is it? And now you sculpt like your objects. I'm not selected, I'm on this object. Well, I don't know what I'm doing, I do not have subdivision. But you get it, now you subdivide it, and then you sculpt like beautiful rocks, like on this image. You sculpt something like this, or whatever you want. You can make bricks, you can make whatever you want. I will not show you that, I will just go here. I will just export this and show you what baking. So you need to have like this. So your object like in the middle of plane. But when you are making trim ships, you have a lot of video on YouTube about it, because this is like series for itself. You need to make it so it's seamless on one side and in another. There are a lot of videos. I will just now export. This is like one piece. I will export this and call it like trim sheets. This trim, and I will export this plane and call it like plane. So welcome to Substance Painter. I will just fast show you. This is that plane. So on this plane you can bake whatever you want, every sculpt. You can bake every 3D model. It do not matter. I will go here. Just this is not tutorial about Substance. I just want to show you the trick. You have a lot of videos on YouTube about that. Here I will just bake this object. You can bake whatever you want, low poly or high poly. Of your gun on low poly of gun, you can make very complicated design that do not use much compute. So here I will just bake opacity. It do not matter. Now it will bake everything on that plane. Now you see here we have, this is just plane, you see, just plane. This is all baked, and you can see you have light. So this, you can see light on this sphere. So we know that now we have normal maps. This is just empty plane. We can add something like this. Wait a minute. Now when you have alpha mask, you see, now you can put alpha mask, and that is how I made my grass. But when you are making grass and then you need to engine, this is just anti-aliasing. So that is how you can make your plants, and then you just cut this. This is like whole plane, but you cut your grass in Blender, and you see. And this is how you make trim sheets. Trim sheets are like one texture that multiple objects can use. On trim sheets you can have windows or design patterns for your wall on buildings, and that can use multiple different walls. So I just want to show you the most important information. This information I did not know when I started in 3D, and I wish I had this video. You can explore more about this subject if you need it. You have a lot of videos about it. So this will be everything for this video. Please leave, comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.